Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Wednesday, January 24th. Next week is the end of the month already, and so I'm hopeful, hey Doug, I'm hopeful that you are being consistent, hey Miss Ty, being consistent in your journey toward the best version of who you are, that LIP we talked about earlier, your life improvement plan. Okay, so I wanted to talk with you just for a moment this morning on what I over and over again consistently see. And it doesn't matter if I'm working with what kind of group of people. It could be people in corporate, it could be the military, it can be nonprofit, it can be the faith-based institutions, sports teams, educators. I continue, or let me throw in family. I continually see over and over again two types of people. And unless we are aware of them and keep them straight, put them in their correct lanes, we get some things messed up. There are those who cannot, and there are those who will not. Folks who can't and folks who won't. And if we mix them up, then we'll blow it, because sometimes, too often, especially in the working environment, we equate your title. Hey, Margaret, we equate a title, a position, or tenure, and we mix that up with the ability to, we mix that up with knowledge. Well, they should know this. How long you been in that position? Or you're the lead, you're the supervisor, you ought to know this. You running around trying to be the president of every auxiliary, I know. Okay. We mix up the two. Tenure does not necessarily equate to knowledge base or your competence level. Hello, Mother. Hey, Terrell. Thank you for all who are joining me. So listen, if we address someone based off of tenure or what they should know, and not address the issue that there's a lack of knowledge, they need to be taught some things. They need to be aware of the way to do things correctly. If we mix that up, you're going to cause frustration. They don't know. Perhaps they should know, but they don't know. And so you have to address that issue of a lack of knowledge. You have to teach. You have to ensure they get the instruction. Okay. For the other folks who do know, they absolutely do know. Hey, Miss Johnny. They absolutely know. So it's not an issue of lack of knowledge or lack of experience with doing what it is they're supposed to do. It is a matter of the will. They choose not to do it. And if you try to, you're going to be wasting time if you say, well, maybe they just don't know and let's go in and teach. Okay, they do know. It is a matter of the will. They simply won't. For whatever reason, they have chosen not to. And then as the leadership involved, it's important and it's incumbent. It's not an option that you put on your courage muscles. Okay, leaders must have courage. It's important that you put your courage muscles on and address that will issue. It is a matter of the will, not skill for some people. Because what will happen, a couple of things happen when we do not address those. Okay, look, you can't change things talking about in generalities. You have to be specific, leaders. You have to specifically address the issue at hand. And so when we do not address issues that everybody else can see, everybody and their uncle knows that they know how to do it, they just won't. The good people on your teams, hey, Dr. Elliott, the good people on your teams, the strong people, the motivated people, the ones who want to work as a team, the ones who bring a phenomenal, not just skill set, but will to the team and round it out and make it this effective and efficient as they have been. Hey, D, those people, They don't want to be around that. They don't want to be in an environment like that. So your good people will leave. If you as the leadership do not address those who are not a skill issue, but a will issue. Not that they can't, they simply won't. If you do not address that, your good people will leave. And then you're going to be left with those who can't leave. You're going to be left with only the folks who can't leave. And another thing that really happens, I see it unfortunately over and over again, your personal stock value. Respect, that's what I call respect. Your personal stock value is decreased in the eyes of everyone who's watching you because they see you are not handling your business. Hey, baby sister. They see you're not handling your business for whatever reason. And so don't get those two mixed up. I know when it's not the skill issue, but the will. We got to know. Oh, yeah. We only two types. We get all fancy and get all deep. No, when you wind that thing back, peel back the onions and just look at it straight for what it is. Some folks can't, some folks won't. It's a will or the skill issue. And so if you're in the position of leadership, if you've been gifted with this privilege of influence, you don't have a right to ignore the will issue. Those who won't, not only are they stumping the entire organization or team or company or classroom because it hasn't been addressed, it hasn't been confronted, you're going to lose good team members. They don't put up with nonsense, and your personal stock value is decreased. They lose respect for leaders who do not address issues. Okay, so figure out what you're dealing with. Figure out who you're dealing with, okay? Either teach them or address the issue specifically. Okay, then you got to get on board or go find another train. Leadership is not a comfy, bigger paycheck solely. We have a weight of responsibility on our shoulders when you step into that leadership role. And part of that is being able to distinguish between the two types of people that you're working with. Who's on your team? Figure it out. Don't mix it up. Okay. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Share the video. If I can be of help to you on a one-on-one basis, please don't hesitate to reach out.